From the beginning of the semester to the end of the semester, I almost always see noticeable progress.
While peer tutoring features our students tutoring each other and is available to all students at HPU, professional tutoring features adults with degrees in their respective fields and is available exclusively as a benefit to our students in the Learning Excellence Program. Our professional tutors work here in Smith Library and are available multiple days a week at various times, so we can have someone available for you all the time.
So typically when students show up, I ask them to come prepared, make sure they know what problems they want us to go over, what they're struggling with, and we kind of take it from there. I ask them, maybe it's conceptual, maybe it's mechanical. We might have to go back over the big picture or the big idea of what we're learning, and then after we understand that, we can roll with it, do more practice problems.
The top benefits of the Learning Excellence Program is that our students have the chance to meet and connect with other students in the program, so it helps them to acclimate a little bit easier on their time here on campus. They really do get to learn how to develop those goals and those habits to set them up for a successful career here, and not only here at High Point University, but also outside when they're taking these professional skills into the business world.
So we're different from the peer tutors in the sense of we oftentimes will have a graduate degree. It might not be in that exact subject, but the extra academic experience gives us a little bit of a leg up and a little more, insight into what is expected of them as students.
Our main goals as tutors are to help our students learn and demonstrate positive academic behaviors, develop habits that promote self-advocacy and promote personal growth, and feel empowered to be successful in their academic journey at High Point University.
Oftentimes we do get students coming in and like especially if they're getting close to the wire, they come in a little panicky, or they might come in with a really negative attitude, not being sure how exactly they're going to get the assignment done. And so one of the things that we do in addition to help them with writing, one of the things that we do is also try to help them have a growth mindset and have a very positive attitude, knowing that we're going to do the best that we can and they're going to do the best that they can, and ultimately the assignment will be completed.
In our math tutoring, we take into account student-specific needs in order to assist in their learning.
Students meet weekly with their Learning Excellence specialists to set up appointment times with the professional tutors on a need basis, so they can set up appointments for multiple times a week if needed. One of the key goals of the program is to help our students continue to develop and make progress in between our tutoring sessions. So starting from the very beginning of the semester, students can make appointments with their professional tutors and continue to develop their own growth and progress academically by engaging with material that's relevant outside of the course, as well as engaging with other relevant material that might be useful to them during their career.
One student that I have really enjoyed working with, and I've seen a lot of progress, he was already a pretty good student. He always came ready to work, but by the end of the semester, after working with me, he was able to make Dean's List. And he was one of the students that I worked with him over summer quite extensively, actually for a science paper. And so he was able, with my assistance and with his own, considerable efforts, he was able to be more than just a good student. He was able to be a great student. And I've also had other students that I've worked with since I've been here for about 6 years. I've had other students that I've worked with for the entirety of their college career. And with those students from day one until the last day that I work with them, they are significantly better at articulating themselves, being more convincing in their essays, and also being more focused on what they want to do beyond this program. And I think part of that is due not only to the program, but to the influence that we as tutors have on them. There's a little bit of like mentorship that is also involved, and I've seen that have considerable benefits to a lot of the students actually.
So I've been here for a little under 2 years now, and during that time I've seen several students really grow and come into themselves as writers and develop their confidence a lot. I think in the beginning of the semester it's very common for me to see a lot of my students come in and they're not very confident, or they think that their writing is really, really bad. They're coming either with bad habits or unlearned habits so far from their earlier academics experiences, and they're not really sure where to go to move forward with their writing. But then after a couple of months, you really start to see their change and their growth and them really coming into themselves. So I see students who earlier weren't really sure about a word or would write something and immediately need me to check it to make sure that it was good or to look over it, all of a sudden being more confident and presenting me with even entire paragraphs, sometimes an entire rough draft, and feeling confident presenting it to me and saying that they only need a little bit of help rather than feeling like they really need that dependency from the start of the prompt.
The top 3 benefits, I think one of the first ones is that it's exceedingly thorough. The program is able to help students at any level, in any grade, no matter what their needs might be. We will find a way to make sure that they get the help that they need. I think another part of the program that is unique is that it is very flexible, so if those needs might change or if the students might be having issues in their life that might make it difficult for them to be better students at that point in time, the program can adapt, and we as tutors can also adapt to make sure that we're doing everything we need at that point in time to help them to continue to be successful.
I'd say my favorite part about the program is honestly just being able to be a part of that connection. I'm somebody who I think thrives a lot of seeing other people succeed and do well and develop. So it means a lot to me to be able to be a part of this and to see the students come in, to be able to be a part of their journey and to see how confident they are as they start to transition out.
The program has a growth mindset, which is what we also try to instill in those students. And I think that a lot of students come into the program and feel a lot more motivated to be good students. And when they talk to, many of us who have spent 6 or more years in school trying to get, other degrees, they find some motivation in that as well to either go on to a graduate degree themselves or to go into some other kind of profession, knowing that they can succeed in that. So I think being thorough, being flexible, and having a growth mindset are 3 of the strengths of this program.
One of the things that first drew me to High Point University's Learning Excellence program was the university's true dedication and commitment to providing that excellence and really seeing through for their student success, regardless of whether they are a first-year student or a last-year student. I think High Point University has done a fantastic job of maintaining that commitment, of really investing in their students and helping them really develop from day 1 to day 100 even, of making sure that they feel confident, not only just in being here and being successful here on campus or in their academic studies, but also in being able to go forward. I haven't seen a student yet that in the past 2 years has graduated and has not felt at least a little more prepared for going into the adult world as it is. Going forward, I think the Learning Excellence program is something that every student should try to take advantage of while they have the opportunity to, as it's a program that really does try to cater to every student, regardless of background or learning techniques, different learning styles. This is a program that is built and designed for you and to make the most of your needs here. I think it's something that students are taking an increasing interest in, and those who are participating in it are really finding out how far that they can continue to develop these premier life skills as well as their academic success here at their time at HPU.